Okay. Good evening. This is Animal Paradise. I want to talk on some points concerning goat farming. Because some persons are having a misunderstanding when it comes to goat farming, and they're having a misunderstanding. Practically, I have said over the years that goat farming is not a business; it is an investment. And after the investment, you get to a point where you practice the business part of your investment, which is when you're selling. And when you're selling, that's when you get to the point of the business in the goat farming. And sometimes, I think I had some persons on social media talking about those guys who speak about businesses, that you should not build houses. That if you build house, you buy land, you build a house, you put tenants in the house. That the tenants, what they are paying, sometimes it will take you close to 20 years to be able to realize the money used in building the house from the tenants. Yeah, from the tenants. Take for instance, you build a house of with 30 million. You can rent it out for maybe a 1 million naira a month, a year, and then it will now take you close to 30 years for you to get the money you use in building the house. And if you look at it from that angle, it will look as if it is so. But if you look at it from the real point of view, you will see that the rent that is being paid is a profit. The land itself is a profit. The structure on that land is a profit. All of them is your own. And so even though it's going to take you 30 years, after 5 years, you still have your land, you still have your house. You see, you've collected 5 million naira for the rent. Everything is still for your advantage. And the same thing with goat farming. I just use that as an example or an illustration to come into goat farming. And some people will say, why will I spend so huge amount of money in goat farming? Why? So it's so expensive. I'm going to buy the land. I'm going to fence the land. I'm going to put borehole there. I'm going to build a pen for the animals. I'm going to build the workers' quarters. I'm going to plant grasses. By the time I check everything, the amount was so high. Do I really need to spend this high amount for goat farming? Will I get the profit back? That's the question most people used to ask. Basically, the land you have is your profit. 5 acres, 10 acres, 20 acres. Whether you do goat farming for 1 day or you do it for 10 years, the land is still there and it is appreciating in price and in value. So whether the goats are there for 1 year or they are not there at all, the land is still appreciating. The same thing with the goat pen. If you build the kind of goat pen we are building right now, which is a hall, a brick structure with a hall, having doors and windows, whether you put goats inside or you do goat farming for 10 years and you remove the goats, that building is still there as your own. The building can serve as a warehouse. The building can serve as a storehouse for another factory you want to put in your land. That is, if you feel you want to retire from goat farming, you want to get out of goat farming, or you feel goat farming is not as lucrative as you like, the land can be used for something else. You can start a factory on your land because you fence it with brick. The goat pen can be a storehouse or a warehouse, and the workers' quarters for goats can be workers' quarters or an office for another organization, another business. So everything is profits. As you buy the land, as you clear the land, as you carry, you call for a tipper of sand. That tipper of sand you want to use to mold block for goat farming is a profit, everlasting profit. You turn the sand to block or brick, it's an everlasting profit. Whether you do goat farming or you don't do goat farming, that brick is still there, it's still your own. You can convert it to another investment, you can sell it. Whatsoever land you buy, 5 acres, 10 acres today, 5, 6, 7 years, the value of that land will appreciate. So anything you buy, anything you are doing, it is for profits. it is for profit. And so don't just say, why am I going to spend this huge amount of money for goats? The goat is your profit. Okay. The goat is your profit. The land is your profit. The fencing of the land is your profit. The workers' quarters is for profit. The borehole you sank in that place, whether you use the borehole for watering your goats or you use it to flush the toilets for the next the business idea you want to put in that land, everything is for your profits. So when investing in goat farming, don't slack, don't draw back. Don't try to say, will I get this back? How long will I get this back? The thing you did now is a profit. 10 bag of cement you bought to mold block, that 10 bag is a profit for you. Because whatsoever you do with it is going to appreciate. It's going to increase. You use the block to build a room. The cost of building that room 15 years from now, when you will be switching the business, will be very expensive. But if you build it now, it will be cheap. The things you buy now, the land, the structures, they are there for your children. They are there for the next generation as a profit. In the time of the next generation, purchasing that land as at that location may not be easy for them. But you purchasing it now and doing your goat farming, and maybe you started with 50 goats, they reduce down to 30 goats, they're not complaining. Every other thing there is profits for you and your generation. For you and your generation. Your children may come, you may have a goat farm, very established goat farm, and then your time on earth expires and you move ahead to go be with the Lord, which is everybody's portion. Your children comes along and say, no, my daddy was doing goat farming. Maybe your children comes from America, US, anywhere they come from. I'm not going to do goat farming. I want to do something else. That land, as at the time they want to do something else, if they price it, it will be in the realms of millions. But you bought it in the realms of few millions. Now it's in the realms of high millions. Maybe you bought it 10 million, 15 million. Now it can be 70 million. And then the structure you have, they can renovate, reconstruct, readjust, or even use it like that for the other project they may want to bring in to the place. So the profits of goat farming is plus. It's plus. It's not just a matter of, okay, if I put, it's not just a matter of if I put 15 million Animal Paradise. What you're telling me now, I calculated everything, is about 15 million. If I put 15 million into goat farming, will I get it back? A high percentage of the 15 million you're putting into goat farming are in things you can get as added advantage in the nearest future. And they are not disappearing things. They are not things you put in money and they disappear, or they are not there to stand the test of time. The land you bought is there for the rest of your generation until any of your descendants choose to do away with it. But most of them may not. They may even buy more to add to it, but it will be of a high advantage to them. I see it. The structures you build, the fencing. If you buy a land, fence it. So if you buy a land and you fence it with brick, it may cost you money, but it's a secured profits. Forever and ever, it belongs to your generation. It belongs to them. So don't draw back. Don't draw back. That is on the structures, on the landing, the fencing, the structure, the pen, the house. It can be converted to another venture in the nearest future by you or by another person. If your land is in a strategic position, is in a good position, you can start a very big warehouse. You bring things from overseas, ship them down in, bring them in lorries, put them there. as store, big compound. Use the workers' quarters as security house. Use the big pen hall, pen for the goat. Use it as office. Use the big compound as a kind of a garage. They stock things there. You can even bring vehicles from abroad, bring things from abroad, and put it there. So what am I saying? I'm saying that the money you invest in structure and in every part of goat farming is profit. It's profit. There is no loss in it. The only angle where you have loss in goat farming is the animals, because they are living things. Some of them can die under bad management. Some of them will die. But if you are patient, if you buy 50 goats and some dies, maybe you now have 15 remaining. If you are patient with that 15, they will multiply and cover up the loss and see the cover up the loss and still have more profits. They will. It will only take a little more time. So what am I saying in essence? Goat farming is 100% multi-dimensional, profitable venture. Every angle, there's profits. Every angle. Every naira you put into it, you will see the result later. Just be patient. I think I was watching something on Facebook. They were saying that some of those men who actually are big names now, they started one or two ventures, they failed many times, and at the end, they made it. The guy was trying to say that success is as a result of many failures. The failures you used to learn on how to do it better the next time, and at the end, you become so successful in it. And so when you're coming into goat farming, it's not something you just it's not gambling. It's not lotto. Goat farming is not lotto. Get 3 numbers successfully and you pay 100 naira, get 3 numbers successfully and you make millions. It's not lotto. It's a business. To me, I call it a culture. And goat farming is a culture. It's a tradition. And if you want to be successful in it, you will enter into it and live it as your normal life. That's when you begin to see maximum profit. It's a part of what you do. A part of what you, your workers, or your team, those guys who have team, you, your team, and even your family, you do together as a culture, as a tradition, as the thing we do for a living, the lifestyle we live for a living. It's when you get there that you will see the success or the profit in it. That's what the Northerners are doing. Sometimes you see cows are going along the way, and one child, a child of maybe like 15 years, is following the cow. He's a child of the owner. It's their culture, it's their family thing, it's what they do, it's their life. And he's following it. He's learning at his young age. And then one day, the father doesn't have anybody to graze his animal. He himself will go and graze the animal. The big man. And somebody who have 30 cows. He's not a small man, he's big man. He will go, he will dress like those people. Some of the time, some of those people you see that are grazing their cows, they are the owner. Some of them are the owner of the cow. You just be looking at them like they are nobody. They are grazing their cow. It's their life. It's their life. And not until you indoctrinate goat farming into your own life, you will just be having percentage of success. Percentage of success. When you indoctrinate goat farming into your personal life, then you will not be having maximum profits. Maximum profits. Someone came to my farm the other time and said, director, you yourself you dey work? I said, now what I do remain. Now my workers go do. The work with me work remain. I spray my goats, I give them injection by myself. Sometimes I go and stay. There's a place that they are busting out. I'll go and stay there by myself. My workers will be inside room. It's my job, it's my business, it's my life. I must do it. It gives me joy and it's part of me. It's part of me. It's part of me. There's this goat we have in our house here that sometimes I'll take him out to this. There's a place he used to eat. I'll take him there, I'll stay there, we'll be eating. If I'm not there, one of my child is there. Stay there. The goat is eating. The children will be playing their phone and be looking at the goat while he's eating. They'll just sit down somewhere and be playing their phone and will be eating. If it's me that is on duty, I stand. I just stand saying hello to everybody that is going, watching the goat. He's eating. is part of their life. It's part of their lives, the life they are living. Learning to attend to the animals, give the animal water, give the animal food, give the animal this, check the body of the animal if it's hot. Is the animal having this? I remember there was an animal I brought to the house here. I wanted to cross the animal. It was my children who told me that the Kalahari mounted that animal. They saw him. They were on duty. They had to give reports. So they are learning. It's part of the tradition of the family. So the goat farmer must learn to indoctrinate goat farming into his system, or enter into goat farming, indoctrinate himself into goat farming. That's when you begin to have maximum profits, financial profits, numeric increase in number, and also health benefits. There are a lot of health benefits that your farm gives you as an individual. Being a farmer, there are health benefits. And somebody goes to the gym to go and work out. Somebody buy treadmill to work out. You do all these things as a farmer. You work out. You work out. The day you're going to fetch water for 300 goats to drink, you will know that jerry can is dumbbell. That dumbbell they are using in gym. That dumbbell that they are using in gym. And the day when we are to give salt to goats to drink, you will know that 20 liters of jerrycan or 25 liters, that yellow one, 2 of it is dumbbell. You will run to where you're fetching the water, you will draw the 2 and you'll be going carrying it, you turn it, you go back, you turn it, you go back, you turn it. In different bases, maybe we're going to use maybe like, we'll go like 10 times, 2 jerrycans 10 times. Maybe one of the worker is doing another thing, the other one's doing another thing. You're the owner, you have to go and fetch that water. As you're carrying it, you will feel lightness in your system. Your blood will pump well. Your blood will pump well. You will see the kind of lightness, freeness. You will sweat. And when it's time to spray them, you spray them. And then sometimes 3 of you are chasing one Nigerian dwarf goats. It's an exercise. That one portion nearly catch him, and he's running towards your side. You nearly catch him, he escape. All these are profits in goat farming. Profits in goat farming. Instead of you to wear your sneakers and go and be running along the road, all in the name of jogging and exercise, start a goat farm. You will see exercise. You will keep fit. Your blood will flow. Your health will balance. That is on physical profits to your health. They are emotional profits. When you see your goats, you will have fulfillment. There is a difference between happiness, joy, and fulfillment. Most people are happy, they are joyful, they are not fulfilled. But every time you see your goats, especially when they call you that, they send you on video. Okay, one goat born yesterday. And before they send you the video, or before they even call you on video call, the baby goat is already jumping up and down and playing. And when you see that goat, there will be an emotional benefit. Emotional benefit. You will see how fulfilled you will be in your mind. Not just happy, just fulfilled. So there are numerous benefits from goat farming. Everything you spend your money on, we appreciate. That's why sometimes I used to advise people to do standard pen. Standard pen. I don't subscribe to the part that says that the structure should not be expensive. I don't subscribe to that. And if you are doing goat gardening, you are doing a temporary goat farming, you can talk about that. If you are doing a permanent goat farming and you know what you're doing, build a quality and a standard structure that is expensive. And let the pen be expensive. Don't bother. It's your profits. Because if you build some of these temporary structures, you will end up having to buy materials to be restructuring, reconstructing, rearranging, refurbishing, renovating those wooden structures. Because most of the woods we have in Nigeria right now, they are not matured in the forest. Before the timber merchants, we cut it and turn it to usable wood. They are not matured. So this gets rotting on time. Those days, maybe like 30 years ago, you see matured log in the forest. They cut them, they bring them out. They are matured, they are strong. When you use them, they last long. But now there are tiny, tiny woods that are coming out from the forest. They are not matured. And when you use them to build your goat pen, later you see one goat will jump up and down one of the slates will just break. For those that have slated floor, one of the slates will just break. Breaking and you are there is not the problem. Breaking and you are not there, and a baby goat go and step in mistakenly, even an adult goat can step in mistakenly and break his leg. Maybe it's an exotic breed, he break his leg. If it's an exotic breed male, he go and break his leg, his back leg. Ha! He can't mount an animal again. If it's an exotic breed female, if he break one of the leg, another goat cannot mount it. When they're trying to climb it, it will be falling down if the male has weight. So take out time, invest properly in goat farming. It is we Southerners that are struggling with goat farming. The Northerners are cashing out in goat farming. Go to the nearest goat market you see there. Those red goats, they are coming in trailers from the north. It's people that are rearing them. They were not born the day you saw them. They spend many days, many years. Somebody is training them or rearing them or breeding them. That's his business. They are cashing out from it. So, but when it comes to South, you just have to know how to run it in the South, so you make profit. Every angle is profit. Even the sheets of goats can go to your plantain farm and fertilize the topsoil, or rather nourish the topsoil. Are you seeing it? It's profit, profit, profit. So when you are investing in goat farming, don't think that when will I get all this money back? You may not get it back from the goats, but the other structures are there increasing in value. Increasing in value. Increasing in value. The land is increasing in value. Many of the structures are increasing in value. They are. Then if you come to the goat and you do the goat well, you manage the goat well, which is going to lead me to the next point I want to share, that it takes more than good feeding to have a successful goat farm. Your goat need more than good feeding. Yes. Some of the times people feed their goat well, but the goat needs some minerals. They need some minerals. They need some managemental care. They need it. If your goat is eating well, nourishing food, maybe bracharia, maybe alfalfa, maybe any food you are giving it, and then you are not spraying them and managing their external parasites, you're not deworming them as at when due, they will be eating good food, and the parasite and the worm, both external and internal, will be consuming the nutrition. So what you're giving the goat, the parasite are eating. So at the end, your goat will be dying, but you're feeding them well. So it takes more than good feeding to get or have a successful goat farm. There are many other things you have to put in place. Every week, you must spray your goat with good acaricides. Good acaricides. Acaricides that have been tested and proven, and it shows that it works. Because there are many acaricides that doesn't work. You spray them, the fleas are not dying. You'll be spraying, they'll be multiplying. So you got to find the real one and use to eliminate or reduce the external parasites. Meanwhile, let me say this: external parasites cannot be totally eliminated. You only reduce them to a very low minimum. Very low. You cannot finish them. They must be there. They are always there. So you spray them once every week, or rather you bat them once every week. It will kill the parasites and also help the animal to feel light and feel free and feel okay. Take for instance, you stay for 2-3 days, you don't bath. The next time you bath, you will see how fresh and calm your body will be. Every time you spray the animals, that is the experience you give them, the fresh and the calmness. So they'll be fresh, they'll be calm. Then when they'll be happy also. And when they are eating, you'll be seeing what they are eating inside of them. Some other people don't deworm their animals. They don't deworm them. You must try to deworm them. They pick worm from the grasses. If you're not deworming them, the worm will be eating up their nutrition. You are feeding them with quality feed, but you're not deworming them. And deworming them also, you need original dewormer, and sometimes an underdose is equal to no dose. If you're supposed to administer 2 ml of a dewormer and you administer 1 ml, it will not work. You have not done anything. You have not dewormed it. If you're supposed to deworm them 3 days in a stretch and you deworm them 1 day, an underdose is equal to no dose. So when you undergive the medicine, you give below necessary dosage, it's as good as not giving, because it will not show any result. Are you seeing it? I met someone who said, I deworm my goats once every month. I give them one meal. I laughed. One meal? But you see them now. The dewormer is not having results. There are times you can deworm a goat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Dewormer 1 day, dewormer 2 days, dewormer 3rd day. Then you leave them for 2-3 months. You don't have to deworm them again if you're able to get the result. If you don't get the result, sometimes you will repeat it. 1st day, 2nd day, 3rd day. You wait after 1 week. You repeat it again. Then you see how fine and calm the fall of the animals will be. The worm will reduce. So it takes more than just feeding to have a successful goat farm. There are many other small things you have to put in place. Many other small things. Magnesium deficiency is a big problem in goat farming. And there are food that they will be eating that will be making them have issues. Except you are balancing their nutrition. If you are feeding your goats with grain, corn grain with corn, this maize, you pluck out the grain, you give it to them to eat, they may be having issues after some time. You have to crush the grain. Don't feed them with uncrushed grain. Crush the grain and feed them with. Beans shaft is very good for goats. Beans shaft, that back of beans. But beans itself is not good for them. It's protein, but don't give it to them. Don't give them beans. Maybe you have beans in the house. You're just going to pack beans and give them 1 cup to drink. It's bad for them. And it will make them have gas in their stomach. It takes more than just feeding to have a successful goat farm. Management have to be in place. If your workers sweep where the goats are sleeping, they should pack the dung, the shit. They should pack it to a place where the goat cannot access it, where the goat cannot smell it. I see some workers who sweep and put the goat shit inside bag and leave the bag at the corner of the pen. You will be meeting dead goats once a week. Once a week, 1 goat will die. Once a week, 1 goat will die. Before you know it, say, this goat is not eating. He was active, now he's no longer active. Before you know it, he was just doing one kind. Now he will just die. 2 weeks after, another one will still die. Is the dung, bacterial infection, that is affecting them. That dung that is not properly disposed. They are sweeping every day. You call the workers, you must sweep every day. They'll say, yes, Oga, we don't sweep. They will sweep. They will put the dung inside a bag and leave the bag maybe close to the pen, maybe close to where goats can access it. If goats can access it and they go there, use their nose to scatter the bag before they find out that it's their shit, some things have entered into them, some bacteria have entered into them. Before you know it, 1 goat will be not feeling fine, 1 goat will be not smart, not eating, then die off. Because the workers are not experienced enough to identify it on time. The goat will die off. 2 weeks after, another goat will still be having the same symptoms and will die off. In a month, you may lose 3 goats or 2 because the dung is not properly disposed. Some workers may sweep and leave the dung in 1 corner inside the pen and say, I want to go bring packer. May I take packer? Before he goes to bring packer or shovel, another thing will distract him. He will not leave that dung there. He has swept it all. He gathered them at the center. The basin you want to use to pack it, or the broom, the bag is there. You want to go and bring packer from the house. When he goes to the house, he will meet up with distractive activity. He will forget to pack it. Then later in the evening, by the time he come back, the goat is already ready to come inside. He will say, tomorrow I will pack it. That dung will kill 1 goat. That improper disposed dung will kill 1 goat because it was not properly disposed. Or they will gather it and go and put it somewhere inside the compound where the goats are eating in 1 corner. It will create effects, negative effects for the goats. So if your goats are eating well ensure that they are having multivitamins also. Multivitamins that will replace whatsoever they are not getting from the feed. Now that grasses are drying up, the grasses themselves are losing nutrition. Sometimes you see a grass that was green in rainy season, now it's looking it's having yellowish color. But the animals will still be grazing it. The nutrition is reducing. The nutrition on the soil also is reducing. The nutrition that the grasses are having is also reducing. So there is need to boost their feed with another kind of feed, or you must be giving them multivitamin. There are different multivitamins. There are injectable multivitamins. There are oral ones you can put in their mouth. There are some you can put in their drinking water. There are some, if you can get mineral leak, original mineral leak, that you know that minerals are inside, you can give them. They'll be leaking and substituting for what they are not getting from your grazing field. Sometimes as a human being, you just stay and say, I feel like eating watermelon, I feel like eating pineapple, I feel like eating orange. Today it's a goosey soup and pounded yam that is hungry me. Another person says today is banga soup and starch. Another one says ewedu, begidi and amala that is hungry me. As you are having all these desires, animals also have the desires. They do have the desires. In our farm, we have the bracharia field. There's a place where there is banga, this banga tree. Sometimes when they prune it, the leaf will be on the floor. There's another place where there's bamboo. There's another place where there is mango. Do you know that when you open the pen, all these animals, they know all these things, all these places. So when you open the pen in the morning, some sections will run to the bracharia field. Other people, other animals, other goats from the same pen, they will run to the mango, where mango tree is. They want to go and pick mango leaf. Now what if they hungry then that day be that one? They want to go and pick mango leaf. Sometimes you see some, after eating bracharia, they will walk from the bracharia field down to their pen. From their pen, they will move to the other direction to go and see chew some mango leaves. No. They still have what they like to chew. So even though you are feeding them well, there are many other things you have to put in place. Some of them like cassava, especially those ones that grew up in the villages before you bought them. They are used to that cassava. They used to go and eat it by themselves. Then you now bought them and brought them to your farm. They were village animals. You now brought them to your farm. The desire for cassava peels is still in them sometimes. So many other things that they're desiring. Have you tried to eat in your pen? You will see that goats will be dragging your food with you. Because they are used to eating that before. Now you brought it. See that thing. They don't know the name, but they want it. They know how it tastes. They want it. It takes more than just feeding them. You must learn to give them some other things. Add molasses to the drinking water of your goats. Every time, mix molasses in it. There's a place at Mr. C. Ben's farm at Ihiala. The goat does not drink ordinary water. If you give them water and you don't add molasses, they will not drink. And he also used to buy molasses. He has molasses. He buys every time. The goats are used to drinking water that they mix with molasses. If you just give them ordinary water, they'll just look at it, they'll just walk away. But immediately you mix the molasses, the smell, they are used to. You see them drinking the same water they didn't drink before, as if they were not tasty. But once you add it, you see them drinking it. The same thing with salt. Sometimes we add salt. For someone like me, I bought salt lick once in my lifetime. Once. After then, I don't buy again. I always add salt to my drinking water. Salt mixed with different kind of things that is supposed to be in the salt lick, because later we found out that the salt lick were not having anything inside. The makers just turn it around and make nonsense. So instead of me buying nonsense with my money, why not let me buy these things and mix them together by myself? Make sure that the goat drinks it every time. So I mix it, I add things to my drinking water, and they drink. The day we are mixing those ones, we mix. The day we are using multivitamin, we use. The day we are using molasses, we use. Right now, what we do is mix molasses with their feed. We make pellets and put it down. We want to feed them, we put their feeding trough, we spray molasses on the feed. We spray molasses and some other things on the feed. And they come, they pick it up, they eat. Because if you put molasses in when making the pellets, sometimes because it's liquid, and if you don't dry it enough, in the rainy season we don't have enough sun to dry it. If you mix it with liquid, it will be having mold. To look as if it's getting spoiled because of that water that is in it. And so we don't add water, we mix everything dry. Every substance that have been on their own. The brewery waste is dried and is on its own. The wheat offer is dried and is on its own. Every other materials, they are dried, they are on their own. We mix it, we pelletize it like that. So it comes out and it still stay on its own. The moisture content is very reduced. It's very reduced. So we see pelletize it and leave it there. It doesn't spoil, it doesn't change state because water is not added. And when you add water, it will change state. So what we do is when we want to feed, that's when we add molasses to it to feed, so that it will not change state. I've seen it. So your goats need more than just they have eaten grass. Have you fed them and fed them? Did they eat where they ate well? They need more than that. You need to put a lot of things in place. Point number 3, keep pushing. Don't just be discouraged because some goats died. No. Many of the things we preach and talk about on goat farming, it is the blood of goats that taught us. It is a goat that died for us to learn. Before this year, let us say from my goat farming experience down to sometime last year, let us say August last year. From August last year till now, okay, that's different. Since my goat farming till August last year, I have lost over 350 goats. Over 350 goats have died in my goat farming experience. In my own farm, they have died. There was a time I lost 96 goats to PPR in a period of, let us say, 1 month. 96 goats died in 1 month because of PPR. Because of PPR. I seen it. And that time, PPR is a viral disease. It is now that we are using wisdom to handle PPR. And those days, the experience that gives us the wisdom was not there. So all these goats died for us to learn. There's a friend of mine, I don't want to mention his name. He's so much lost goats. He will buy a sheep and ram. You know, rams are more expensive than goats. He will buy ram. It's in Lagos. He have his farm in Lagos. He will buy ram, sheep, goats. He will quarantine them and vaccinate them, and some will still die. To the point, that's Animal Paradise. What I will do, I will buy the goats, I will vaccinate them before I quarantine them. He said, I will buy the goats, I will vaccinate them before I start to quarantine them. It looks funny, but millions of naira died for this sentence I made. Before he made this sentence or think of doing this as another option, he has lost goats. He has quarantined. He has vaccinated. He has lost goats. To the point that they say buy goat, quarantine, vaccinate. I'm doing that, but they're still dying. Okay, let me vaccinate them first. So when we talk, all those experiences came as a result of dead goats. Sometimes a goat will have to die before you will know that the salt lick you bought does not have anything in it. You will lose many goats. You will not be wondering what's going on. you will see that they are dying of a deficiency of what the salt lick is supposed to solve. They are dying of that. Then you now begin to understand that, okay, look as if this goat salt lick is not working. And then you have goat is coughing. You now go and buy Tylosin. You buy Tylosin, you give it Tylosin. First day, second day, third day. You see coffee, there's no change. The cough is even increasing. You are giving the appropriate dose, the normal drug, but the cough is increasing. You call, they'll say, hey, maybe you're not doing it well. Okay, come, let me come and assist you. They will come, the same thing. What is the problem? The drug you bought is not working. It's not working. The drug is not working. Even up till now, through experience, some drugs work because we overdose it. You overdose it. I think I said it in one of the videos before. Ivermectin is 1 ml for 50 kg body weight. If you use it like that, it will not work. the instruction on the body is 1 ml for 50 kg body weight. It will not work, except the goat is a baby goat. A normal average 15 kg Nigerian dwarf goat, if you give it 1 ml of ivermectin, it will not work. Keep pushing. Many of the things that give success and later tantamount to profit, they are as a result of experience, not necessarily knowledge. Not necessarily knowledge. Experience. There are things some people do that gives them results that are really, really out of the book. Some, even we that have goat farm, we are afraid to practice it. We are afraid to practice it. If you see what some other people do, take for instance, I went to my friend's goat farm at Ekewan Barak, down. He bought Balami ram from somebody in the north. The ram was having diarrhea. Then he now called the owner that this ram is having diarrhea. The owner now told him that he should go and buy Flagyl. He should get 10 tablets of Flagyl and grind it and pour it inside the goat's mouth. He was afraid. He's my friend. We went to the same primary school together in Ezoma Primary School in Edo State here. He now called me, he's in the UK, he now called me, say, see what somebody tell him, say, make him carry 10 Flagyl, grind and put it inside the goat's mouth. I said he should not criticize the man. Me, I used to use sulfodimedine, oxytetracycline, and Diastop. If the goat is having diarrhea, it will stop. But that man who told you, he sold the animal to you, he told you to give it that thing. That is how he trained the animal. Now, so he teach the animal. So if he does that and get results, don't criticize him. It can be very, very bad by the books and have all kind of negativity, but that's what he does. That's what he does. Those animals that people are eating, they buy in the market and eat. Sometimes if you see what the market people do to those animals, you will not eat it. You will not eat it. That's why it's very advisable that everybody should be producing their own food. They should be producing their food. When a market woman buys a goat and that goat is sick, he knows the goat is going to die. They are old in the system. There are no symptoms that the goat will die. They may not know the medical names, but they know how the goat will be behaving. They will know how many days it remaining for the goat to die. There are some drugs they buy to give to those goats to make them look okay before you come and buy it. Some of those drugs, they are excessively overdosed. And no human being is supposed to eat the animal less than 28 days after administering those drugs to those animals. But the market people will administer it. Then that same day, somebody will buy the goat. Because once a goat is sick in the market and you price it, any amount you price it, they will sell it for you. If the goat is worth 150,000 naira and it has stayed with them for like 1 week, 7 days, 10 days, nobody's buying, and the goat is having symptoms since now. Maybe it's having catarrh, maybe it's having cough. They will give it palliative measure. Let me use that word. They will give it palliative medicine to package it until you buy it. So they will give you those drugs The catarrh will just stop one kind. It's not a treatment. It's just a barricade measure to stop the diarrhea from coming out, or the catarrh. Then you will come and say, madam, I like this goat. Say, yes, it's good. Some of them go to the extent of putting things into the stomach of the goat to make the goat stomach look big. Because if the goat is big in the stomach, you think the goat is a big animal. They'll put things in the goat. Have you seen it? So you say, how much is this goat? The goat value is maybe 120, 130, 150. You say, madam, I will pay you 80,000 for this goat. You say, add something. You say, no, na 80. You say, na 120. You say, na 80. You say, na 120. You say, na 80. You say, add something. You say, no, add something. You say, okay, where they go? As you're walking to go, you say, okay, come bring that money, may come add something, join. Because he knows that if you leave, that goat will die on him or her. So any amount you price, they will give you. Then you will carry it and say, hey, I don't hit jackpots. See the goats will buy 80,000. What did they happen? Not knowing that the goats have issues. They have been packaging the goat, packaging it, and you will buy and take home. Some of those packaging is not that good for human consumption. Those things they just give that goat that day. It's not good for human consumption in the next 28 days. In the next 28 days, humans should not consume that animal. But the people don't know. They buy and they go and use. But for the farm, and that's why most times everybody's supposed to have a farm. Have a farm. Just have your farm. You can throw some chicken there. You're not a chicken farmer, but you have chicken in your farm that you are eating. So Christmas has come. Christmas has come. In my streets now, if I send anybody, all those children, if I send a message, they will go now. I say, hey, you, go and do this. Hey, you, go and do this. They will go because they know they are going to eat goat. They're going to eat goat. Christmas has come. And you will roast goats. They will eat. If you have a goat farm, goat meat no go finish for fridge. You no go finish for fridge. I used to laugh at my wife now. I will laugh at her. Why? Those days before we start goat farming in large scale like this, my wife would say, I want to buy goats. My sister was selling goats at Ogida Market. My mom's sister's daughter. When we were coming from church, my wife would always force me to pass there so that she would buy goats from the woman. Because she's related to me, or she's my sister, she will sell my own very, very special. There's going to be many. So she will say, my wife will come home, goat meat. You use some to cook stew, use some to cook soup, use some to cook pepper soup. All those intestine, the leg, they will cook pepper soup. She will be very enjoying it. Now we'll have two full goats in the fridge. It's only my children that used to eat it. My children and their friends, they are the one eating it. My wife doesn't want to eat goat anymore because she's eating goat dotayara. So these are profits from goat farming. Different dimension of profits in goat farming. You will have meat to eat. Christmas has come now. Carry 3 goats from your farm. Kill it, process it, call your brothers to come and collect goat meat instead of them buying chicken. And slaughter 1 goat and share for 2 people, or keep 1 goat for 1 person. Slaughter it, process it, slice it, tie it up. Like some people used to, 5 people will share 1 cow, 10 people will share 1 cow. You can actually process this meat, process them, and say, this is December 24. My brother, I beg, there's something in my house for you this season. I have a gift for everybody. Please, you should meet me up in my house. December 23, 12 p.m. Everybody comes, you give them their basket of goat meat for Christmas. 1 full goat for 1 person. They will keep it in the fridge. They'll fry some, they boil some, they do pepper soup, they do barbecue, anything. All these are profits. Your family members, your father, your mother, your brothers, your sisters, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law, they will not really have to buy much meat anymore. They will not really have to, because once you give them goats, they only buy 1 or 2 chicken to add it, pass it along. They will. So there are multi-dimension for the profits. So when you're facing the challenges, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Keep pushing. As you're pushing and learning, you'll be correcting all the errors. And before you know it, you will get to a point where all you hear is Oga goat dog born, Oga goat dog born, Oga goat dog born. But when you were hearing Oga goat dog die, when you are stocking and your farm is less than 18 months, you will be hearing Oga goat dog die. If a goat stays in your farm for 18 months, it must have passed through 2 rainy seasons. That goat, the survivability is high now, and passed through many vaccinations. The survivability is high now. It's very high. Are you seeing it? So keep pushing. Keep pushing. Don't just start and slack. Don't start and slack. No. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. That pushing is putting in more money. Putting in more money. Putting in more money. I have lost over 300 goats in my lifetime. But I'm still pushing. I'm still pushing. I'm still pushing. Some of them died for reasons we know. Some of them died for reasons we don't know. Some of them did. When we started our big farm, I followed the Uganda pattern. Hamisi Samanda. I was watching his video. He was my mentor. Even though I never spoke with him, but he was my mentor. I was every of his video, every of his teachings, everything I was following. In Uganda, they build their pen and they don't cover the body. Me, I was in southern Nigeria, Edo State, in one of the bush of Edo State. I was 40 minutes away from the last house in the village, so I was in the bush. There is no other house emitting heat, just our 3 rooms, workers' quarters, and then we put our goats inside that cold. Many of them were not doing well. Cold was killing them. Cold was killing them. Cold was killing them. Because they were just in the pen and the body was open. I used chain link to cover the body so they don't go out. I put door on the place, and then we were giving them ventilation, not knowing that the ventilation will bring in cold in. We buy many die. We buy many die. They are okay. They are vaccinated. They are eating well. But you come in the morning, you see a goat is dead because he was struggling with cold in the night. He will die. All this we learn. Then we now say, what is happening? What is happening? Before God now help us to understand that, okay, let's cover. We now first use nylon to cover a small fraction. Because as at the time we realized that cold was killing them, there was no money to cover the big pen. Our pen was 30 by 120 feet. There was no money to cover the big pen. So we now said, okay, what do? Let's quickly use nylon. On the market day in the village, and I bought nylon, this big nylon bag, and I wrap 8 plus 8, 16 feet by 8 feet. 16 feet by 8 feet, and I wrap it up. No, 15 feet by 16 feet. Yes, half of the pen by 2 poles. Yeah, that's 15 feet by 16 feet, and I wrap it up and leave the goat in there. Mortality stop. That early morning go die is just stop. As we wrap that thing up, not okay. Thank God the numbers were not many. That time it was not up to 50. So that place was able to carry them. As they were now multiplying, we now saw that the place was getting tight. How do we know the place was getting tight? We come in the morning and met one goat dead. Other goats stampled on it. So the goat actually fell, and because the goats were too many, they stampled on the one that fell. And that was what killed it. So we now learned that the place was too tight by the blood of one goat. By the blood of one dead goat, we learned that the place is too tight now. And then, the baby goat also. We also learned that baby goats should not stay with mother goats by the death of some baby goats. And some of them give birth to them already. They are grown 1 month, 2 months. They are not still old enough to stay there. If a fight break out inside that pen, they will suffer. As these ones are fighting, the other ones are running. They are marching whatsoever is below their stomach. Any animal that is below their stomach, they are stepping on them. All this we learned by the death of goat, the blood of goat. Goat died for us to learn. The place is too tight. Goat died for us to learn. Baby goat should sleep separately from mother goats. Goat died for us to learn that the baby goat should grow matured before he can join the major herd. If he's not matured, they'll be beating it. They'll be chasing it up and down because it has not entered the rank. All these things we learned by the blood of dead goats. If we had stopped as at that time, we won't get to this point of Oga goats dog born. Oga goats dog born. Oga 3 goats born yesterday morning. In the evening before we sleep, another 4 born. So 7 goats dog born, 13 goats. 1 born 1. The remaining 1 are 2 they born. The next day say, Oga, Before we wake up, we find out say 7 goats don't see born again. They are before 12 o'clock till they come born join. 10 goats born in one day, 20 babies. And another person seeing you will say, goat farming is very lucrative. Goat farming is very good. I mean, in 2 days, you got 34 babies. Wow, that's nice. When we lost 10 goats in one day, or when we lost 96 goats in 1 month, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. So, whatsoever you are experiencing, be pushing. The guy that is succeeding has passed that stage. And also, when we say, let's do this, always ensure that your workers are doing it. Because sometimes, especially for those in the mentorship club is a paid group. It's a paid services by Animal Paradise. You pay, we put you there. We join you to manage your farm. Some of the workers don't interpret our counsel. And once we give an instruction, some of the workers don't interpret it the way we say, and thereby losing goats. And you just have to. Many of the things we talk about is by the book and by the experience. By the book, mingled with by the experience. Not just by the book. Not just by the book. By the book and by the experience. Are you seeing it? I think I make mention of something just now when I was talking about diarrhea. By the book, you read of Sofodimedin, that if a goat is having diarrhea, give it Sofodimedin. By the book. But by the experience, there are some other drugs we add to it to make the diarrhea stop. Diastop is a human drug in a human chemist. It's for children, human children. But when a goat is having diarrhea, we use that drug to stop the diarrhea, especially if it's an exotic breed. If the goat is an exotic breed, the price is high. You may not want the diarrhea to make it lose body fluid for a long time. So immediately you identify the diarrhea, you give Sofodimedin, you give oxytetracycline, you give at the same day, the same time, you give Diastop in his mouth. All of them will work together. That day, the next day, by the next day in the evening, the diarrhea will just stop. Bam! It just stop. The goat will be okay. Now you go to find the diarrhea, you know, Sam. Because we are mingling book with experience. And we have tried it over some time and see that it is giving excellent results. And it is of no danger to the animal. It is of no danger to the animal. And to the human that will consume them, though we are not consuming farm goats in less than 28 days, they are there to be multiplied. Excuse me, to be multiplying. So, if you jam rock, don't be discouraged. Find a rock breaker and break the rock. Because winners, they never quit. People who win, they had many reasons to stop, to quit. They never. They continue pushing. And the people who quit, you will never see them at the finish line. They will never win. So if you want to succeed in your goat farming, permit me to speak the right language. Continue to put money into your goat farming. Continue to put money into your goat farming. Continue to put money into your goat farming. Don't ask, all these things are doing, when are we going to get it back? If you're able to stabilize your farm for 18 months, you have feed on ground, both for the seasons. Feed for the rainy season, which is feed of the pastures for them to eat. Feed for the dry season, which is stock up feed with good nutrition for them to eat. And you put in 1 or 2 things in place, you're going to be doing well. You'll be doing well, doing excellently. The fencing of the grazing area, if it's in a good position, your workers may not be stressing, and they may not even be stressing you. The animals will go and eat by themselves and come back by themselves. It's only when you have them on zero grazing, they are bringing feed for the animals, that's when you have issues. If you are the one tending to your goats by yourself, you will do well on zero grazing, keeping them somewhere and going to bring food. If you are the one that owns the goats, you will do well. But if you are not the one that owns the goats, you are telling workers to go and bring food for them, my brother, you will not make progress. you won't make progress. If workers are bringing food for them, you will make progress. So if you know you are not on ground, try to buy a big land where you can plant grasses, partition the grasses to different paddock that they will eat over a period of time while the other ones will be recovering. Then fence it around, put goats there. And whether your workers are there or not there, the door will open, they'll go and eat, they'll come back. It will just look like those goats in the village. And your farm will look like those goats in the village that goes up and down, go everywhere, eat what they like. It will just, the difference is that they are in your own village. They are in your personal village. You are the owner of the village. 10 acres is bigger than some camp. There are places they call camp where people gather together in the bush and they are living together in 5 or 6 houses. If you have 10 acres, 15 acres of land, that is your village. That's one man's village. It's big enough. So your goats can really grow around everywhere and eat what they want to eat. This is Animal Paradise. Today I'm talking about profit in goat farming. Multi-dimensional profit. Every aspect of goat farming is profitable. There are some aspects of goat farming in Nigeria that we are not looking into. The aspect of goat milk and then goat skin. If you have a farm and you are able to systematically understand how to maximize profit with goat skin, every dead goat is advantageous to you. You will use the skin. Once the goat dies, you will skin it and dry the skin. If you know the process, there are chemicals that is in drying them. You dry it and keep it. But if you're not doing that, maybe you are you don't eat dead meat. If the goat dies, it's waste. You have to bury it. There's no other use for it. And sometimes before a goat will die, you have used antibiotics for the goat. Are you seeing it? So, but if you are doing goat skin, you'll be able to really maximize the skin of the goat. So every dead goat gives you skin. Every dead goat gives you skin. After you've compiled the skin for a long time, you can sell them to your buyers who will be needing it because it's in high demand. And then the Nigerian dwarf goat is one of the goats that produce the best milk all over the world. And it's common in our place. So if you can find a means of preserving the milk, you can actually have good milk, goat milk. This is Animal Paradise. Last point, correct the errors you make in your farm. Correct the errors you make in your farm. Some people make errors of underpaying their workers. Some people make errors of overpaying their workers. Some people make errors of pampering their workers. Over pampering. Some people make errors of not being able to correct, control, and instruct their workers. So whatsoever error you make in your farm, correct it. If it takes you sacking 90% of your workers and re-employing, January is coming. Workers will be available. People will be available to work. You can structure again and get rid of all those your workers that will say yes sir and they will not do. All those your workers will be talking to on phone, they will not give you positive response. Some workers used to murmur. It's just a kind of a culture for Nigerian people. They like to be angry with who is paying their salary. There is a culture. They talk bad about who is paying their salary. They are always angry with who is paying their salary. It's a kind of a culture for Nigerian workers. It goes beyond the workers of goat farmers. So some of other workers that are working in other organizations, normal people, you see them complain and say, is this person that is paying your salary? He's not forcing you to do this work. If you feel the salary is not big enough, sit down for your house. That guy is laboring to do his own establishment. You are there complaining. If you cannot work for him, why don't you stop? It's a culture in Nigeria. They complain about people who pay their salary. So if you have workers like that, tell them to sit down. Find another person. It's my own principle. I can hire you today and fire you today. I've done that many times. Every time I'm coming, my workers, they are afraid somebody may go today. They may go. Well, I know what I'm doing, how I'm depriving myself of many pleasures just to push my investments, just to push my goat farming. I know how I'm depriving me and my family some pleasures just to push my goat farming. Then upon all this I'm doing for my farm, I just call you, say come and do this thing and collect money. Then you're going to add to my stress. I beg they go. I've been doing it before I employ you. I will do it if you are not there. Sometimes it can take me spending days in my farm. I will stay there. It's my farm, now my investment. If me not sleep for my farm, now another person picking one can sleep for my farm. I will be there doing my thing. If I can't do my thing, is there another person that will do it for me? And so if you have a troublesome worker, press eject. If you're watching CD and the CD is skipping, you will press eject. When you bring the CD, you will fling it out, you put another CD. Then you'll be watching your film and you'll be calm and cool, no stress. So correct every error. I've seen a guy that is not able to talk to the workers. The guy will be, maybe because he doesn't want to lose them. Things will be going worse. Things will be going worse. When you are supposed to be getting multiplication in the animals, you'll be getting death. Because you don't want to talk to the boss. You don't want to talk to the workers. And I'm also seeing some boss that are insulting their workers. Yes. And even though the workers are working, you're paying them, we must still respect them. And we should not be abusing our workers. You are crazy, you're stupid, an idiot. No. It's abuse of power. And if he does what you don't like, keep your peace. Change him. And don't become a bad boss because you have bad workers. And don't become a bad person because of another bad person. You are inheriting his bad character. Because every character he make you to develop, he will go. You will employ another person. That character will stay in you. It will not express out in the other person. And so, don't. If they are not doing well, go. I remember those days when I started playing workers. I used to shout, hey, you have maybe like 70, 80 goats that are pregnant. Worker, go give them food. He go say, go give them food. You go check camera. He never give the food after 11. And you know if they don't eat on time, miscarriage will set in. After 11, you are calling the worker's number. He know the answer. You dey call for camera. He's not answering you. Sometimes they'll put you in a condition where you'll be shouting. And in those days, I used to shout. But later, I said, no. If I call you for phone, you no answer, I will remove 5,000 from your salary. So me get phone, now me put credit, now me buy what you take the charger. Your own is just to answer. If I call you, you no answer. It's part of your job. 5,000 is commoting for your salary by month ending. I will remove it in your present, your money. Maybe before month ending, I don't call you like 3 times. 15,000 don't come out. I will just look at you in the eye and remove the money. Nothing will happen. If I remove her 2-3 times, remove her next month, I drive you. They go your pass. Nobody want to inherit my goat farm. Oh, yeah, carry your bag as I'm seeing you now. Carry your bag. Bring the book. We'll check the number of days he has worked. We'll calculate it. Some of them, they have extra. I'll put my hand in my pocket and give them. If I don't have in my pocket, I'll transfer to POS. So yeah, go POS for junction. Collect. We go village. Collect. They go. Some of them, they are the one that is owing me. I say, okay, no, carry. They go. Whatever you are owing me is not to the price of one goat. If I pay you, maybe I don't pay you for a half month. You don't work 10 days. It remains 5 days. You are owing me. It's not up to the price of one. Your own salary itself never reach one goat. Then I'll not keep you there to kill my goats. No, be going. I will make call and stop every activity I have in town and anywhere else. I will stay in my farm and attend to my goat until I see a better worker that will join the other guy and do the work well. Correcting errors is how we become better. Today, I don't shout anymore. I've learned skills on how to handle idiots. On how to handle people whose brains are not working. I don't have to be violent, shouting, angry. I don't have to be angry to attend to it. No, I don't have to even be offended. That is who you are. You can't do my work. Thank you. Excuse me. I continue. Normal. Nothing personal. I'm not angry. I'm not feeling it. Nothing. Just go. Now I even have numbers now. I will just call number. I need 2 workers. Anyone there, I say yes. 3 day. Also can only 2 are they fine. Carry bike, they bring them, come with me. We'll just replace them instantly. And some of the times we have temporary workers who will come in the morning, work with the guy, the permanent guy there. They will finish working. He will go. He's just working. Sometimes you're paying him daily. Sometimes you're paying him weekly. At the end of seeing it, when you see another person, that one will stop. Then the new permanent worker will continue. That one is still waiting for you. The day the permanent worker go, he will see come back to see collect small money when they collect. He will still continue. So every time, based on experience, we have those people now. And then we have farmers who are friends and who can help us supervise. You say, oh God, beg, if you they go, you will stop. Help me check. So he's a farmer in the other side. He's passing my farm. Help me check. Tell my boy, make you open door. May you see this, may you see this, may you check. Go to the other place, help me check. Because of experience. They will check. Then when you're coming back, help me check whether the worker do what I tell you, say make you do, carry this thing, give her, tell her make you do like this, do like this, do like this. There's someone, an external is there to help you check, though they also have their benefits. we have our benefits to them, and so they are loyal to us because of our benefits to them. Some of them farm with our land, with our own land. They farm with it. We leave them there to create security for the land, because our work has not gotten to that point where we use that land. So we give them to be farming Gary, and it's helpful to them. If they are not there, people can encroach, and people can go and, like the village there, people see free land, they go and plant Gary on it. By the time the owner comes, the owner will settle them before he will use his land. You are not the one who gave them to use it. They just saw it, they clear it, they encroach and start using it. By the time you now come, their Gary is there. If you clear the Gary away, voila, you have to go and call them to come and negotiate with them on your own land that you didn't give them for rent. You will not settle them before they will leave you. Sometimes you now say, okay, let them harvest it. Sometimes you may delay 1 month, 2 months for it to get to a point where they can harvest it and use it. So anyhow, in your goat farming, correct the errors. Any area you see you've made error, correct it. If buying non-vaccinated goats was the error you made, correct it. Buy vaccinated goats. If you had bought goats from the market and many died, no problem. You just learned in a very expensive way that goats from the market are bad. Now correct it. Buy goats from the farm. Buy goats from farmers. It may be expensive as at the day you are paying for it, but at the long run, that goat is a trained goat. It's an experienced goat. You are buying an experienced goat. The goat has an experience on how to be in a farm. And the market goats or the village goats may not have an experience of how to be in a farm. It's an inexperienced goat. So when you want to stock your farm with experienced goats, and stock your goat farm with experienced goats that have been in other farms. They know how it is to behave in a farm. Not the one you bring from the village. Every day is trying to escape. Like a prisoner. He will just wake up and go and stand near the gates and be looking for how he will go out. He's not experienced. An experienced goat will not do that. That one knows that there's no way to go. So, correct any error that you have made in your goat farm. If it's the error of your relationship with your worker, correct it. If it's the error of the quality of animals you bought, they are not of good quality, correct it. Buy good quality animals. You're going to keep them for a long time. And as at this point, I want to say, don't buy animals that are too old. You're going to keep them for a long time. Don't buy animals that are too old. They won't last long with you. So whatsoever any error you have made, correct the errors, and you will have a very good goat farm. I can't say everything in one video. My name is Animal Paradise. I will make another video and talk about another thing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Animal Paradise Farm. So on YouTube, we have over 180 something videos there on goat farming. The only thing we do is goats. We do goats, and goats. We don't do anything apart from goats. So you want to learn about goat farming, it's on that Animal Paradise YouTube channel. You will learn a lot about goat farming. Share the link also to different goats group. Let them know about Animal Paradise Farm. Let them also learn. We have Animal Paradise Mentorship Club. It's a mentorship club. You register to join it. We join our hands with your hand to ensure that your goat farming is successful. We help you in every area of goat farming, from the beginning to the very end. Animal Paradise Mentorship Club assists farmers to do their goat farming well. I'm going to shut down this video now. I'll make another one talking about another points. I just wanted us to know there are profits in goat farming in multi dimensions. Bye bye everybody.